Hey, this is MassX with a brand new DC Worlds Collide video, and it has launched. I was able to get in immediately. I would say it's been a little over 12 hours and really been going non-stop on it, so I could do a pretty succinct video on what there is that's offered in this game, as well as who to pick, as well as we can talk about reroll really quickly and how, for me, I felt reroll wasn't worth it because of a few options. It will automatically, if you're Android, try to log you into Google Games. There's not much way around it. You just won't want to link. If you look in the settings area, you will see there's an area for linking your WB Games account. You do not want to do that. It does have the option for delete account in there, but again, if you just don't do that, that's going to help immensely. The thing is with this game is it takes some time. You're only going to get about 110 pull and another 5. So I just don't think it's worth it personally, but that is up to you. And who do you want to strive for? Well, really, when it comes down to it, the be-all end-all character, especially early game, and she's still productive to this day, is Wonder Woman. She's an absolute beast, has an AoE hit. She's just stunning, and she will be your carry and get you to be able to push significant levels early game, even if your team is lackluster everywhere else. She is well worth it. They do have a paid summon where you can choose one of 3. Again, Wonder Woman is your choice if you go that route. There's no question about it. Now, again, looking at the character roster, one that is going to be also a big get when you can, and you're going to be able to create him, and I'll show you that in a second, is Lex Luthor. He is absolutely phenomenal tank with his shields. I finally was able to open him up, and I've just been going nutty trying to build him. And one of the things that is nice in this game is you can basically, with shards of anybody, rank up your characters. It will tell you what you need. Purples, you can auto select whatever it is. Blues, you can do that and make this particular character, Kid Flash, who's actually a pretty decent healer, especially early on in mid game. You can make it 4 stars, and that goes for all of them. So again, ranking up, if I want to do my Wonder Woman next level, it does get a little bit more costly because you have to use legendary shards, but that's why I'm holding off at this point in the game. To me, getting the 2 red stars on the characters that you think you're going to be using is great. And another nice thing about this is you do have the option of retraining your characters to get those resources back. So don't worry about it when you start the game. You're going to get Batgirl, you're going to get Batman, you're going to get Catwoman, you're going to get King Shark as you're progressing through chapter 1. You're going to get Captain Cold, who is going to help out quite a bit also. Don't discount that character at all. So you don't have to worry about that, because what you're striving for is the level link matrix. You're probably familiar with this. A lot of games use this. So you're only going to have to level up 5 characters. And of course, your lowest level character is what is going to set the remaining ones in your level link. So you're going to be pushing to get this level link open. And the other things that are really going to be helpful is once you hit chapter 2, in the main story, which you will be progressing adamantly, pushing it as much as you can. When you get into chapter 2, you are going to open up the ability to auto challenge, which is going to help, and it's going to go ahead and push them so you don't have to sit there. You'll keep going forward until you finish the chapter or something comes up where you have to click something. In addition to that, you're also going to get a way to prioritize your ultimates, which also helps out immensely. So you can have an order to those. So the auto actually is pretty good. Now, are you going to be using it all the time? No, you're going to find spots, especially when you are not significantly higher BP than your opponent, where you are going to have to go back to manual, but as a whole it works very efficiently. Now in the event center, you're going to have a 7-day login. You're going to get Constantine, who is a very good epic character, on day 7. You're going to have your newcomer recruit, as well as all these other areas that you're going to be able to get more goodies from, as well as don't forget to go into your mail and claim the pre-registration rewards. Now, the guide is something else you're going to want to be pushing, and it's going to direct you to what to do to get more rewards. And as you can see, when you start out, it's going to be clear main stage 3, 9, etc. So that is why you want to follow the guide in the main story, and then every so often you're going to have to deviate, like challenge any evil falls enemy, etc. And so it's going to show you the different areas of the game as they open up. Now in the multiverse area, these areas will open up as you progress further. War World is your tried and true arena. Evil Falls, you're doing battle against a boss, and it's going to give you equipment, which is really helpful. Convergence, which rotates daily, and so you will want to be doing that because it's going to give you some more great rewards. You can see what's there, from experience to all sorts of stuff that's going to help build your account, and it's going to rotate daily, so you're going to want to make sure you're doing that. Elseworld 2, I already did mine today, so I can't show it, but refreshes each day. If you complete it, boom, you go away. Don't have to worry about it to the next day. On top of that, you have the adventure area with more things to do. Trials is a great area. As you open up characters, you're going to be able to get more goodies to progress through, and as you can see, you can get 15 of those legendary Superman shards for those. Same goes with Wonder Woman. So it's a really great place. And Green Arrow, another character that is a really solid epic, and it's going to allow you, if you're lucky enough to get some of the characters that work with him, to really get that initial push for advancing team advantage. There's an exploration section that you can get more goodies in. As you can see, I've done the Argus facilities to 100%. I've got Argus facilities part 2 to do. This is another area where you're going to look for your chests. Once you collect them, you move on. Digital Universe, as you can see, has some really great stuff. I'm about to go ahead and get into section, not sure what that letter is, S, and in there it's got all sorts of good stuff, from equipment, as well as a great sword, as well as 8th metal for ranking up legendary characters. Just really good stuff all around. You also have an idle area right in the middle of your lobby where you're going to be able to collect your goodies. The little kitty right here, if you're in doing your time, you reach 60 minutes, you're going to get all that stuff in there. So they really offer a lot to you. And as you progress, you're going to open up vehicles. You're going to automatically get the bat cycle, and you can level that up. And as you level it up, you're going to be able to get the pieces, the tech points, to be able to also do things to help your team with those particular reinforcements. So really good stuff. This game has a lot to offer. It was a game that has been in development for a long time. It's had tons of betas. It's had soft launches. It's just crazy. It's gone on for years, but it is finally out, and it's a fun game. Now, your Hall of Justice is where your leagues are, so you want to join a league when that opens up for you. There's going to be a league challenge daily that you're going to be able to do to advance. So they offer a lot to you and a lot to play. So keep that in mind. But if you're a DC fan and you like turn-based games, and I'll go ahead and show you guys some of the gameplay here so you can see it. it's really a solid game, and I like the look of the characters. It doesn't look like anything else we've seen from DC, but to your far left you can see where I have the reinforcements. You put those in, the slots open up as you progress. Your ultimates, as I showed you before, the order I'm going to be using them in with this team. Then we can go in and fight. I'm just going to leave it on auto. You will be able to open up ×3 as you progress further into the game. It will go to ×2 and then to ×3. And as you saw there, Lex was put first for his ultimate. So I get my shields, she comes in, she does her AoE, and boom. Yeah, I was just leveling my characters up, so I'm probably a little overpowered to say the least right now. And as you can see below, you can just keep that check mark on. It will move forward to the next stage. Now I did turn off my play the ultimates once, and then it won't show them again. That is an option they allow you, so you don't have to watch them every time. I just left them on for the video so you can see the graphics are really nice, really clean. You can set it up to 60 FPS in the game and all the way to very high quality, very good stuff. So we'll back out of this and then we're gonna go back to the lobby. Now you can decorate your lobby. There are those options available to you. We won't get into that right now as I do future videos if that's something people are interested in. But the mother box is okay, your big area to pull from. And you're gonna have your legendary recruitment and you're gonna have your epic recruitment here. Each day it resets, you can pick 2 epic characters. As you can see, I had Grodd in one of them. Why did I do that? Because as I was talking about before, there's a character fusion area and Lex Luthor is in that area. And once I was able to get all the characters I needed, the only one I was missing was Grodd. So I put him in for my epic. Once I pulled him, I was able to go ahead and fuse Lex Luthor. And you're going to be able to do that with Superboy, Kid Flash, Luthor, and of course, Gorilla Grodd himself. So we'll go ahead and do a few pulls so you can see the summon animation. How did the summons work in this game? Well, it will show you the pool right here for this particular one, about the recruitment. Epics are 3%, elites are 20%, rares are 30%, and uncommons are 47% in this. You're guaranteed 1 random epic character every 40 recruitments. And once you can open up and use the desired section, there's a 30% chance of receiving one of those characters when you pull an epic, and it's only for once. So once you get one of them, that one's not available. The other one still will be until you pull it. Now for the legendary recruitments, it's at 1% for the legendaries. Epics are still 3%, elites at 96%. Epic and legendary characters are guaranteed 1 random epic character at 30 recruitments and 1 random legendary character every 150. So that is the pity for this game. Your desired epic characters float between both, so it doesn't make a difference which one you're pulling on. I'll go ahead and do a poll on here so you guys can see the animation for it, but it's really straightforward and they do give a lot. And I like the fact that even though you have to dupe to get your character built up farther, that you don't have to early on use the exact dupes of those characters. You're able to use other characters, which really makes it incredibly helpful. Also too, another reason why it's important to be in league is there are league recruitments, so you're going to want to be able to get those so you can pull on those. But that is about it for a quick overview for the game. The key point is you want to get Wonder Woman. If you're doing any sort of reroll, that's going to be your focus. We are going to be getting a new Superman in a few days. I believe it's on the 10th, which I'm assuming is the reason why is they wanted to coincide with the movie release. Of course, why wouldn't you? Cross promotion. But again, follow the guide and the main story. And as long as you're doing the main and going back to the guide and following that, when you hit roadblocks, you will be able to progress your account very quickly And quite honestly, I enjoy this game a lot. I love the way the characters look. It's got a feel of the DC animated universe in it. I think it's very loyal to what the characters should be doing, and it's quite honestly a lot of fun to play, and they offer you a lot to do in the game, and they offer you a lot of stuff too as long as you play it. They reward you for playing the game. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.